Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Cyclones. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Diamond to bring you all 6 matches today between the Chargers and the Cyclones. How you doing today, Stu?
Andrew, doing great. Looking forward to beginning a fantastic week of Battle Court here in the Magic City.
As we do before the first match of all performances, let's take a look here at our standings at this point in the season. But a whole bunch of ties. I think we said 4 game days have been either won or lost. 8 of them have been ties. And you see the points still pretty close because of it. Chargers all the way up at the top with 4, but the teams at the bottom there, just 2 points. The Cyclones included in that group. Heavy singles slate today. 4 of the 6 matches will be singles matches starting in Division 3. We're going to see the debut of Ubia this season, taking on Amigarena to get the game day started.
Ubia certainly turned things around in doubles.
Absolutely.
Playing fantastic in the backcourt. Let's see if it translates to singles.
Yeah, first time out there for Ubia, and now the 7th game day of the regular season for his Chargers team. Amigarena 0-1. Saw him back on the 28th of January. He lost that match to Urbieta. Excuse me, to Goanaga.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our first match, the singles match. Ubia is serving for the Chargers, receiving for the Cyclones. Amigarena.
And you got 2 backcourters and 2 players who played their entire career in the back. So you'll see maybe a little bit of a different singles match, and you're used to a couple less shots, but 2 guys that throw the ball hard have been catching great.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
Last season, Ubia 0-5 in Division 3 in singles. Comparing that to Amigarena up there in Division 2 last year, and Amigarena also 0-5, but again, a little tougher competition for the Cyclones.
Beautiful catch by Ubia. He's committed to the backcourt to make that catch. Amigarena from the left side. Robote. Amigarena from the 7 line to the inside. Robote save with a light touch by Ubia. Well played. Drop shot. 1-2. Scores on the second bounce. Amigarena first up on the board here for the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, you saw Ubia backing up as Amigarena was winding up that throw. I mean, he's expecting him to throw it hard back to him, and Ubia is trying to stand in there to make a catch. But look at how much space there is. I mean, Ubia's waiting, and then he's back there, and he's got no chance to get there before the second bounce. That's the type of shot you expect to see if they're up there in the front court. The drop shot will work in this one.
Powerful backhand by Ubia. Robote for the big bounce. Ubia's midcourt. Powerful forehand over the top. Amigarena, Robote inside. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Robote to the inside. Ubia's there again. Fine catch. Backhand to all red and scooped by Amigarena. Robote saved by Ubia. That's beautifully played. Forehand by Amigarena will score 2 points for Amigarena. The Cyclones, he serves.
And since Amigarena established that he was going to throw the drop shot, look at where Ubia's positioned as he has this forehand throw. He's up a couple lines further. And he's expecting, what's he going to do? Go with the drop shot? And look at where the result. That ball's on the floor at his feet. Well, good Robote here. This is the one we're looking at. Look at Ubia. He's stepping up, creeping up. Is he going to throw the drop shot? And then it's right at his feet trying to make that scoop. That's not easy.
Here's the backhand by Ubia. Robote, left side. Ubia takes it on the forehand thin eye line. Karam, stopped by Amigarena. Amigarena from the forehand, 3-wall play. Ubia on the Robote. It's a 2-wall, caught in the air by Amigarena. Drop shot by Amigarena, scores on the second bounce. 3 points for Amigarena, the Cyclones. He serves.
I love the strategy here by Amigarena. I mean, you got to force these backquarters to step up. I mean, you see again, I mean, his first move is back and towards the inside of the court where he's most comfortable and where he's used to playing. Move him around. I mean, he didn't even take a step for that one, but even if he does, there's not much he can do with it. Just has to flip it back in play.
I think, as you say, where he's used to playing, because his catching has been solid here, but Amigarena's court positioning has just been beating him. Here's a catch by Ubia mid-court. Rebote saved by Amigarena. Here's Ubia. Ubia from the center line, powerfully, low and hard. That will score. Ubia is on the board with a point for the Chargers. He serves. As you see, moved up, made the catch, and playing it low and hard to the inside. That's going to be tough for anyone.
Yeah, with Ubia's power, I mean, you don't see a lot of forehand scoring to the inside, particularly in doubles. I mean, a little bit easier in singles just because the opponent has so much more court to cover that he has to be aware of. Well, that was a good one. Kicked off the sidewall, dropping on the floor. Let's get on the board.
Big backhand by Amigarena's out to the 5 line. Forehand Rebote, wall to wall. Amigarena, that took off. Hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a second point for Ubia of the Chargers. He serves.
And there's such a premium on passing in a match like this, too. You know, one of the skills for the front quarters is the Rebote, and they practice it more. They play, I mean, in doubles, probably somewhere around 90%, if not more, of the Rebotes that come out. So as a backcourter, you don't have a lot of reps. You don't practice it a whole lot. Then you come out here in these singles matches all by yourself, and you got to get out there and play it. Certainly not easy.
Beautiful catch. Nice return by Amigarena. Rebote is a 2-all. That's too high. Just out of play. It's a 4th point for Amigarena of the Cyclones. He has a serve.
Yeah, it looked like he went for it for the 2-wall fall down Rebote 2-wall there. And
just released 2. You obviously want to release this. I mean, it goes without saying. Can't really see here, but you could see that it took off way high above the numbers. That one, he makes the same throw and cracks it about, you know, at the numbers a little bit higher maybe. He may have that.
Yeah.
Ubia on the backhand. Rebote forehand to the inside. Ball tipped. 3 points for Ubia of the Chargers. He serves.
That's 2 of the 3 points, and just hard forehands back to the inside, crossing the side wall, off the floor. You know, all the stuff we talk about every single day, but he's doing it very well.
We sometimes say it flippantly, throw it at your opponent's feet, but that's literally if you can get it low enough, especially crossing that side wall. What a difficult catch. Low hard serve, caught, and returned by Amigarena. Rebote by Ubia. Amigarena's there. Scoop by Amigarena. What a catch by Ubia. Ball tipped down low. 4-4 is the score. Ubia has the serve for the Chargers. So they went back and forth. And again, beautiful scoop by Amigarena. Really would have liked that to have gone, I imagine, closer to the side wall. Ubia scooped it up nicely, but what did he do? Low, hard, and inside.
I was just going to say,
it's been working for him. He threw it from the backhand that time, but it's been working for him. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Amigarena. Scoop attempt is tipped. Ubia's gotten back to 5 points and a possible set point.
Amigarena was controlling play. I mean, the first third of this opening set.
And Ubia was running around the backcourt here behind the 9 line, just like he wasn't going to step in front of it. And look, he's back here with possible set point.
3 straight points to get into this spot.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line. Double fault. It is 5-5. This is set point. My, oh, my. Yeah, so didn't want to go for the didn't want to risk over serving it, but in the midst of not flirting with that 7 line on the serve, dropped it short of the 4, and that's...
Overcorrection.
Yeah.
Over serve, then right back under on the next one.
Powerful backhand by Ubia. Robote, high. Caught on the forehand of Ubia. Ubia lets it go from the forehand. Robote coming out. Amigarena's on it with a light touch, but it caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Ubia wins the set. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our second set. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Chargers and the Cyclones. That first set.
What tough way to end it, though, for Amigarena. I mean, had the lead the entire way. Double fault by Ubia to get it back to 5-5, and the space was there on the 2-wall. Started off with a drop shot, and that was really working for him.
Absolutely.
I believe it got him the first 2 points.
Well, this is when Ubia, see where he's
hanging. First 3 at least.
Ubia believes that he's going to go hard to the inside. And again, as a backcourter, it's just kind of more reflex, just to stay further back.
Look at this one.
But as soon as, where was he standing? He was standing at the singles. You start blasting that forehand or the backhand with Ubia from closer to that front wall. Beautiful catch by Ubia there, just reaching out. Amigarena not able to make the scoop. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus on the Chargers there. Lots of enthusiasm. Hey, Ichibide is pretty animated, huh?
He'll be trying to stay perfect in singles this season. A little bit later, he'll play against Inaki. Should be a great match in Division II singles. Inaki making his debut in this group. In singles play, of course. We've seen him throughout this season. Yeah, Amigarena so far in his first match in singles this year, only killed 3, 2 of those coming via the cortada. So again, you talk about these backquarters, you're going to see more right side in singles. Don't have the costado, don't have quite the shots that some of these front quarters do, but you know, we saw some opportunities. Now, again, that last one by Amigarena was just a couple inches low, could have ended the set in his favor. Instead, that point went to Ubia. Players making their way out there. We'll begin set number 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Amigarena will have the serve for the Cyclones. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Amigarena serves. Our second set has begun. Excellent catch by Amigarena. Here's the backhand. Robote comes out of the cesta. Amigarena first up on the board here for the Cyclones in the second set. He has a serve.
Yeah, just a little late on that Robote. I mean, got the cesta in position, but didn't start the swing until the ball had already arrived. And, you know, when you do that, it'll pop right back out and travel backwards, as you saw right there.
Excellent catch by Amigarena at the 10 line. Backhand, caught by Ubia. Rebote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Played in one fluid motion by Amigarena. Now by Ubia. Beautiful scoop by Amigarena. Powerfully to the inside, crossing low. Rebote save. To the inside, will score. Well played, 1-1. Ubia serves.
And Amigarena standing up there in the front court. He's looking to attack and take that ball in the air and try to throw a shot. I mean, you see him. He was in control of the entire point, but a good rebote to the inside. And look at how far off the wall he is. You know, he thought Ubia was just going to lay that one up. It might clip. I mean, he was in the middle of the court and a couple feet away from that ball as it hit the floor for the first time.
So much of court positioning, which is moving to where the ball is being thrown by your opponent, is reading your opponent's body language, knowing how he throws. Ubia, no news here. He just throws hard, time after time. Big backhand by Ubia. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the outside. Excellent catch by Amigarena. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Amigarena's there. Backhand from the 8. Right to the corner. Out to the rebote. Catch by Amigarena. Rebote save by Ubia. Nicely played and scoring. 2 points for Ubia of the Chargers. He serves. Going to take a wild guess that Amigarena may have been thinking about what he was going to throw. Again, number one issue at any point. Look at that laser-like focus.
Yeah.
Right until he missed the ball. And again, if you're thinking about, I'm going to throw it 2-ball, I'm going to throw it outside, I'm going to throw it back, make the catch first and settle the ball on your cesta.
And also, too, it seems like Ubia is playing more within his traditional style than Amigarena. I mean, Ubia not trying to do a whole lot.
100%.
I mean, hard to the
catching,
inside.
yeah.
Amigarena, we're not used to seeing him up there at the 6 line, although that seems like a catch, you know, Zuleika, Gaucheri, Douglas, they make it. Amigarena just not used to that bounce and that type of play.
Here's a backhand by Amigarena. Rebote forehand. Amigarena makes the catch. Backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote. That rebound off the back wall comes out. Amigarena. Rebote inside. Ubia. Beautiful catch at the 9 line. Backhand 2-all. Is out. 2-2. Amigarena serves for the Cyclones. So backhand 2-all. The shot that's sometimes risky.
And just after we're praising the patient play and the same style, where, you know, Ubia's been known to crack a backhand 2-all or 2 in doubles, so, you know, not playing outside of his game, but that one kicked way up, and
you know, he's landed that shot,
was all over it. You know, he got to keep it a little bit lower, get that bounce off the floor.
Here's a backhand by Ubia. Ubia high and hard to the back wall. A rebote. 2-all caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 3 points for Ubia of the Chargers. He serves.
Again, if that hits, there's a good chance that that one will score. I mean, it has a softer touch. Ubia's got to move up and towards the outside to get there. That's a long run.
Yeah, with Ubia, it's like all the power in the world, but fast enough. You know, fast enough, but you're right about that. Had that opened up to the outside, but touched the top of the pad, so it's a loss of point. Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a backhand by Amigarena, powerfully thrown high and hard to the back wall. Rebote 2-all, well executed by Ubia, but Amigarena stops it. Beautiful catch by Ubia. What a scoop by Amigarena. Ubia on the catch. Amigarena saves the rebote. He goes to the floor. Ubia is there. Scoop
Oh,
by
another one.
Amigarena. 2 back-to-back. That was beautiful. Amigarena on the catch. Backhand to the corner. Amigarena from the left side. 2-wall.
Oh,
Too much of the side wall. Too powerful. That's out of play. 4 points for Ubia of the Chargers. He serves. I think you said it earlier. Amigarena seems to be trying things that he's not necessarily comfortable with. Trying to make something happen. Looked like he pushed the pushed to get a 2-wall there, but it just went out of play.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that one clipped a little bit. He threw it kind of close to the corner, but that one kicking way off the court. How about these catches,
after
though?
two beautiful scoops? I mean,
that's just impossible there. And then this one coming in, Ubia thought it was over and just scoops it right up.
I mean, Ubia's blasting that from the right side. And
Look at this. I mean, you can tell the form just a little different than we're used to seeing. And right away, he knew.
too high.
Leads you to believe, yeah, he may have been trying to keep that inside.
There's a backhand by Amigarena. Robote kicking out to the 6th line. Catch by Amigarena. Backhand. Lower and harder to the inside. Ubia's there. Powerful backhand by Amigarena. Robote. Robote forehand by Ubia. Caught by Amigarena. Ubia again. Wall to wall from the forehand. Amigarena on the Robote. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Ubia from the outside of the court. Powerful throw. Scoop by Amigarena. Powerful backhand follows. Amigarena now from the 9 line. Robote again for Ubia. Difficult catch by Amigarena. Powerful backhand follows. Amigarena advances, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Amigarena now from the forehand. Crossing the side wall. Ubia for the Robote.
Oh, that's a good one.
Inside it goes. Well played. 5 points for Ubia. Possible set, possible match point.
How well has Ubia thrown that Robote today?
Spot on.
I mean, he's been all over it. He's scored on, 2, maybe even 3 of them. Look at Amigarena again. I mean, he's expecting Ubia to clip some of these Robotes. He's standing in the middle of the court, and that's just kicking up and right along the side wall. Ubia just, a different player than what we saw last year. He started off, he's been catching great, playing with so much confidence in the winter season, but I haven't seen a singles performance like this in his first opportunity after a winless year last season.
He's really just stuck with his game.
Yeah, doing it very well.
Focus
Low
on
and
the
hard to the inside.
Exactly. Focus on the catching and just get the ball back. Let's see if he's able to finish it off. Amigarena from the backhand to the corner, out to the Robote. Will be a good read on that Robote. Scoop attempt is missed. Point and a straight set victory for Ubia of the Chargers, winning at 6-5, 6-2.
And an impressive win to get the game day started. Ubia in straight set 6-5, 6-2 gets the Chargers their first win. Coming up next, we'll move on over to top division singles. Zuleika will take on Banu. Do have a replay before. Get to the set break. See, look at this catch. Ubia beautifully done to the inside. Low runner right at his feet. And that'll end it.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day score reflecting that win by Ubia, his first in singles this season and his first opportunity. Amigarena drops to 0-2 with that loss. We got Ubia ready to go over in the DraftKings Players Cage. Winner of our first match, here is Ubia in the win column in his first opportunity, Winter 25. Congratulations on that singles win. You started your career on a bit of a longer court, now making the transition to a shorter court. What's the difference, or biggest difference for you in singles play on a court like this?
This is either your metabolic conditioning is up or your game is down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to suffer a lot, sadly, because this court's very, very, very taxing on the breathing aspect of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, catch your breath. It'd be a great win to start off the day, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Zuleika and Manu go at it in the top division of singles. Zuleika, a perfect 3-0 to start off this Winter 25 campaign. He'll take on Manu, just 1-3.
I think that's the first time we've had a player refer to metabolism. I could be wrong.
We'll check the stats on that, but I think so.
I know we have a professional statistician out there keeping track, but I think that's the first.
It's a rematch of the singles match we saw back on the 21st of January. Zuleika won that one 6-4, 1-6, then 6-5 in the third set. Zuleika will have the serve, ready to begin match number 2. There's a serve by Zuleika. We begin our second match. Manu with the backhand, high to the inside, Robote. Caught right on the side wall. Zuleika from the 9, goes deep. Manu looking for that Robote. Robote forehand. Drop to the inside, backing up. Could not scoop it up. Manu gets the first point. Match 2.
So Manu traditionally trained backcourter with a slightly different skill set that than you saw with Amigarena and Ubia. Can throw just as hard, but has got a plethora of shots.
Zuleika from the left side. Big backhand, open things up. Manu, Robote. Unclipped. Zuleika takes it in the middle of the court. Fires it low and hard, crossing the wall. Manu picks it up. Backhand. Passing Zuleika, he saves the Robote. That's dropping, it's tipped. Quick point to tie things up, 1-1.
The lower that ball is when you're going to catch it, the more difficult it is. Manu usually spot on with those scoops, but that one right off the tip of the cesta.
Tough catch there by Manu, the backhand. Not past Zuleika, reaching back behind him to pull it in. Wall to wall, Robote, laid up. Zuleika picks it up, shoots it inside, and it'll score. 2 points for Zuleika, he leads.
With Zuleika, when he winds up on the costado, and what's the costado? That's that particular motion of throw. From the left side, about shoulder level. You'll see, this is costado, here's costado. That's the position that he's in right there to make the throw. He can go inside, that ding the sidewall a little bit to send it up the middle, but he can snap a 2-wall drop shot. Tough to read.
Oh, that serve stays inside. The ace brings it to 3-1.
When the ball touches the sidewall, you expect to have a little bit more play. In that case, hit the floor and just stays right to the inside. Did not come off the sidewall with any bounce.
Robote forehand high to the inside, cut off there by Manu. Backhand. Right on the wall, Zuleika digs that one out, plays it up the middle. Manu from the outside, soft 2-wall. He's in, and the second bounce will score. Manu with 2 points.
Again, just enough to get it above the pad here, and not even opening up that much. Zuleika moving to the outside. soft touch. Yeah, it doesn't even open up. Takes its second and would have probably taken its third bounce inbounds. But as soon as you saw Zulaika maneuvering around the back of Manu, he's coming from a further way away.
Ball tipped by Manu. Zulaika, quick fourth point, he serves.
These balls to the inside, close to the side wall. Manu doesn't typically have issues in there. He's having issues today. And Zulaika doing an excellent job keeping the ball inside.
Catch by Zulaika on the inside, wall to wall, Robote forehand. Saved by Manu. Drops it right in the corner, Robote laid up at Zulaika's feet, that's missed. Manu with 3 points. Cuts the deficit to just 1.
As we've seen when Manu takes a little bit off of it, it's been working for him. On that 2-all earlier. And right there, just bounces right in front of Zulaika. Is just not able to get a play on the ball.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Zulaika, big backhand, open it up. Manu out there at the 8-line, lays it up to the inside, cut off in the air by Zulaika. Goes deep, not past Manu, pulls it in off the side wall. Robote forehand coming up the middle. Here's Manu. Hard to the inside. What a scoop there by Zulaika deep in the backcourt. Floats it up. Manu runs under it. Hard backhand again, right into the corner. Zulaika, Robote saved. Stopped again. Manu puts it right on the wall. Zulaika, Robote coming in a little lower. Manu up at the 9, makes the catch. Low bullet right back in the corner. Zulaika digs that one out. Manu now from the costado. It's a 2-wall, it opens. Not enough, Zulaika tracks it down. The carom return will open and score. Zulaika brings it to 5-3. That's a possible set point.
Manu seemed to come back around there in that set, not just in the volleying, but court positioning was spot on, making the catches like we're used to making him like we're used to seeing him make, rather. This 2-all, though, Zulaika gets his hands on it, returns a carom to score.
Zulaika on the inside, 10 line, that's dropping low. Manu gets up to it, backhand. High into the corner, Robote forehand. Way to the inside, Manu cuts it off. Robote forehand, that one dug out. Manu looking for it, picks it up on the bounce. Can right in the corner, Robote forehand, kicking off the sidewall right to Manu. With that one dying, Zulaika just has to flick it up. Manu looking to attack from the outside, the costado, straight to the inside. That will score. 4 points for Manu.
Much like when you're facing Zulaika and he's got it right there, you got to commit. And we see that a lot in the Division I, Division II. More of a commitment on the opponent, where they're going to have to go to the outside or inside. It's basically a choice. You know, you just make a choice what you think he's going to do.
Backhand to the inside, cut off there by Manu. He floats one up and past Zulaika. Oh, that's right on the wall. He missed the Robote. Manu has brought it to 5-5. This is set point. Manu serves.
You've heard me say it pretty much well every day we play Battle Court. The the closer that ball is to the side wall, whether it's coming off of the front wall or off of the rebote, it's just so difficult to get it into the cesta. In this case, this backhand stays close to the side wall front ways, and look at this, right on the side wall off the
right
rebote.
there.
That's so tough.
Rebote forehand hooked to the inside, scooped up there by Zulaika, backhand. Oh, that rebote saved by Manu. Zulaika switches to the forehand, fires it inside right to Manu. Here's the backhand. Long run for Zulaika, looking for the rebote. He saves it past Manu. Manu now on the floor, makes a save of his own. Picked up off the sidewall, two-wall, thrown to score. Zulaika wins it 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Nothing else to say other than beautiful. That Costado 2-all just beautifully executed by Zulaika.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter. NC Zulaika score on a Costado 2-wall at any point in that first set until that point. The final one. He's the league leader in terms of total kills per match in singles. He's averaging nearly 10 per match in Division 1. 8 of those 10, the Costado 2-wall. So, you know, it's not a lot of variety. He just throws it, expects you to go get it, and the opponents haven't been able to do so.
And you heard me giggling there just before. Manu just kept going forward and right out the judge's entrance.
2-wall here. Look at that. I mean, just above the pad, and there's just no chance to get out to it.
Yeah, it's beautifully executed. I mean, that's just so well.
Yeah, I mean, Zulaika, as you said, almost 10 kills per match. A little over 8 of those are 2-wall kills. Less than 1 splitter. Not many Dejadas. So it's pretty much all the 2-wall. And it's a big weapon for him throughout his career. Took him a little bit of time to, you know, adjust to the sidewall, to the court, and figure out, you know, just that spot that he had to hit there on the sidewall. And now he's doing it pretty consistently. Makes a big difference. Led the Chargers to the championship 2 of the last 4 seasons. And now they're in first place once again this year.
Zulaika's just got so much power on both sides. Both sides, the left side and the right side. And haven't been able to get a really, really good look at it, but a good enough look. His cestas, it looks like he may have taken out a new cesta. And again, players will do this every couple months, and basically you can kind of tell by looking at the glove, the lighter the glove is, and the lighter the cesta is, lighter color that is. That's a pretty fresh looking glove and a pretty fresh looking basket, so when a cesta is new, it's a little bit more difficult to catch with, I guess is just a easy roundabout way of saying it. It's harder. It's harder. Basically, they get broken in over time.
It's like a baseball glove. When you buy a brand new baseball glove, it's very stiff. You got to, you know, it's a little bit of a process to loosen it up and get it to what you need.
I think that's a good comparison, yeah. I haven't had a baseball glove in, well, suffice to say, well before you were born.
I remember doing some tricks, putting it under a chair, putting it in the oven, you know, baking it out, whatever you had to do, and that's what they said. And
an oven?
Yeah.
Let's get back to Jai-Alai.
We don't put you steam bend the chestnut. That happens out of the oven, right?
We definitely do not put cestas in the oven.
All right. Second set, ready to go. There's a serve. Set 2 is underway. So like a big backhand, that clears. Manu waiting on it. Plays it to the inside. And pass Zulaika. Rebote along the wall. Tough scoop. Oh my, what a catch by Manu. Rebote forehand. That got away from him up in the overhead screen. Manu, first point. Set 2.
So just as a new cesta, no oven included, but just as a new cesta can be a bit more difficult to catch with just because it's harder as far as throwing is concerned. You can get some really good power out of it. In that case, that ball sailed up and out of play.
Oh, that one narrowly clears Manu. Thought it wasn't going to. Turns it outside, but outside of play. Gets Zulaika on the board with his first point. We're tied up.
Trying to throw a kill shot on the run, always difficult. We've seen Manu do it. Again, in that case, it was high. We've seen that throughout the day. Ball is sailing high. If he gets this just a little bit lower, but no, that's clearly on the second panel, you know, a good, what, maybe 4 feet up over the pad? Yeah.
Manu from the 12 line, backhand, kicking up and out. Robote, left side is a 2-wall, and it lands in to score. Zuleika leads 2-1.
See Zuleika lining up for this. Why do we call it 2-wall? 2-wall. Hits the side wall, then the front wall lands in that outer boundary and cuts out.
That drops right in the corner. Robote forehand, right to Manu. Backhand from the 8. Cut off by Zuleika into the 2-wall, thrown just above the pad, and it scores. 3-1 lead.
That was that one was a little sneaky for Manu too. It's like Manu reached out the first time, thought that he had it, and then that ball just drops in front of him. See again, just above the pad.
Oh, what a catch by Manu off the sidewall. Backhand dropping right in the corner. Robote sent up and out of play. 2 points for Manu.
Zuleika going for it power-wise, but again, took off and hit the overhead screen just out of play.
Fault over serve. First fault. Second serve coming up. Zuleika gets up to that serve. Hard backhand. Shooting off the back wall. Robote laid up the middle, cut off overhead. Zuleika straight to the inside. Tough scoop. That's knocked down. Leads back to 2. Zuleika will serve.
No shortage of power coming from Zuleika on both sides again.
Robote dropping to the inside, pulled in by Manu. There's the backhand. Stays with it. Powerful Robote sent and past Manu. Robote, this one dropping, caught in the air by Zuleika. The 2-wall is too low. Had the space, just caught the pad. That's 3 for Manu.
He had to work before, and he throws it as well as anyone in all of Battle Court.
Frustrating too, as Manu chose the inside. He had so much space there and just needed to hit the front glass. Manu up to the 7 line. Robote, that just clears the overhead screen. Zuleika sends it to pass. This one dropping inside. Zuleika has got this one. The 2-wall opens and scores. 5 points, a possible set, and a possible match point here for Zuleika.
Yeah, that Costado 2-wall just beautiful here by Zuleika. Again, difficult to score with it when you're throwing it from the outside of the court, but it's snapping shots off of the sidewall when you're really close to the sidewall. Pretty difficult here at Magic City. That was the case there. Very well done.
Well, over serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Manu picks it up. Backhand dropping, pulled in by Zulaika. Zulaika goes deep. Manu all the way out to the 7-line. Robote, ooh, up the middle. Zulaika to the inside. What a scoop by Manu to keep it going. Put in there with one hand. Robote dropping inside. Oh, he's got another one. Backhand. Looking to pass. Zulaika goes up for it from the 11. This one cutting to the inside, outside placement attempt. Ooh, Zulaika's on it. Zulaika opens. The carom scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Zulaika wins it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-3. And adds the second win in singles for the Chargers. 2 points already on this game day. That's through our first 2 matches. Zulaika remains perfect in singles. Maybe one of his best performances of the season. Robote to the inside. How about that catch by Manu? Stabbing with one hand, comes away with it. Robote to the outside. Oh,
not outside enough.
Yeah, he's got him trapped. Too much space. Executes the carom, and it scores for the win. Chargers take a 2-0 lead. Game day score reflecting that second win so far on the game day for the Chargers. Zulaika adding the win after Ubia took out Amigarena in our first match. 2 doubles matches on this game day. One of the 2 to be played next. We'll see 5th Division Arta and El Barba go up against Ikeda and Rock. But before that, we're going to hear from our winner, Zulaika. Perfect start to his singles season. One of the most effective shot makers on this roster. Doing it again to get the win for his team. Zulaika over in the DraftKings Players Cage. Congratulations on another win in singles. Now 4-0 to start off the season. One of the top players, we said, #1 in terms of total kills per match, and it all comes with that Costado 2-wall. How long and what has the process been like to get adjusted to this court and throw it with this level of consistency now?
Well, it's been a process, and still it's a process. Every game day, every practice, I try to be accurate as much as possible and be effective, because this is a short court. There is no room to find dead spots. So I gotta be accurate in the front. That's my goal every single game, no matter what. Looking forward.
Awesome, Zulaika. Great performance again, and good luck the rest of the way on tonight's game day.
Thank you, Andrew.
All right, we've got doubles. 5th Division matchup up next. Arta and El Barba taking on Ikeda and Rock. The Chargers, Arta and El Barba, just 1-3 to begin this regular season. Ikeda and Rock, 0-2. 2 teams looking to kickstart their season perhaps today. Could be the day. This is the first matchup between these two. Second matchup between these 2 teams in the regular season. First one went the way of Arta and El Barba to give them their only win of the year.
Arta serves, we begin. Ikeda takes the serve. Ball's tipped in the backcourt. First point of this match goes to Ikeda and Rock of the Cyclones. Ikeda has the serve.
Yeah, the last couple game days haven't been the strongest for El Barba here in the backcourt. You know, the Chargers made the decision to flip the courts of these 2 players, so Arta moved up front, El Barba slid to the back. You like to have the more aggressive player up there in the front, but you got to do enough here in the back to keep your team in it too, you know, and just haven't seen enough of that from El Barba the last 2-3 matches across both teams.
It's the backhand by El Barba, caught by Ikeda. Arta comes to the backcourt to make the catch. Ikeda now from the 10 line. Here's El Barba. Ikeda will take it on the bounce, on the forehand, low on the inside. Rock gets in there. Backhand from the 11. Here's Arta. Rock from the 12. Backhand to the inside. El Barba's there. Little clip off the sidewall. Puts it on the forehand of Ikeda. Elbarba going for the rebote save, just has a miss. 2 points for Ikeda and Rock of the Cyclones. Ikeda serves.
And last time these two teams played, it was a 3-set match, and it was close. I mean, Arta and Elbarba won the final 2 sets 6-5, 6-2 to get the win, so.
Well, especially if Arta starts going to that 2-wall, where every time he gets it on the left side, he snaps a 2-wall.
That's when the team has been at their best. Arta just kind of going for it up there in the front, and you know Ikeda's not going to throw many, so the opportunities might be there in this match.
Ikeda from the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Arta's there. First point for Arta and Elbarba of the Chargers. Arta has a serve.
And a tough one there, crossing the sidewall, and
just stayed on the sidewall the whole time.
There for Rock as he tried to make that catch. Yeah, not a natural bounce. And
I don't know if Ikeda called him off beforehand or after, but
going on in the back.
Here's the forehand by Rock, right up the middle, caught by Arta. Cortada by Arta. Scores. Well thrown. 2-2, Arta serves.
Yeah, I mean, if Arta gets it, he's got to go for it. I mean, throw something. Soft cortada there, kicking low off the side wall. Ikeda was in position, but that's the shot we talk about. Even if you're there, it's hard to catch. It's so low and doesn't move with a lot of speed.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Arta. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 3 points for Arta and Elbarba of the Chargers. Arta serves.
And quite the response by the Chargers. A lackluster start, not a whole lot of energy at all, and they just come back with 3 straight points. You see Ikeda take off defending the 2-all on the outside. That's going to leave Rock on an island to make these tough catches. He's going to have to do it if the Cyclones want to win this one.
Ikeda picks the serve. Here's the backhand. Elbarba makes the play. Ikeda now from the 9 line. Backhand. Arta in the back court to make that catch. Here's Rock. Backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote dropping. Saved by Arta. Ikeda will attack. Take it in the air. Has it at the 5. To the inside it goes. Good effort by Elbarba. That is in and out of the cesta. We're all tied up at 3-3. Ikeda serves for the Cyclones. And Arta yelling back to Elbarba, don't worry about it.
I was just going to say, that's good to see, though. I mean, you can tell Elbarba's been frustrated, now vocalizing a little bit more. And the last thing you want is to see your partner turn your back and walk back, you know, just give a little encouragement.
100%.
Even if you don't totally believe it, it'll go miles in helping out the player there behind you.
Arta's a pretty sincere guy.
No, I'm not saying Arta wouldn't. I'm just saying generally for some partnerships, you know, just give a little encouragement. It'll help. Always does.
There's a backhand by Rock. Rebote coming out. Missed Rebote. 4 points for Ikeda and Rock of the Cyclones. Ikeda has a serve. Are you suggesting that I don't give you enough positive feedback?
I'm glad you picked up on it. That's thank you.
I was going to say, that's not such a subtle. Well, if you were better, I'd compliment you. Andrew's the best.
We talk about, too, execution's important. You know, sometimes we don't execute either. That's okay.
Andrew's
you got to hold each other accountable.
You are the best. No, there's no question about it. Elbarba on the backhand. Low and hard.
Oh,
ooh,
boy.
scoop
Late notice.
by Rock. Here's a catch by Elbarba. Barber goes hard to the inside. Rock is there from the 12 line on the forehand. Lays it up. Arta's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote at the sidewall. That's a tough play. 4-4 is the score. Arta serves for the Chargers.
Again, difficulty there as you're trying to play the ball close to the side wall. And a lot of quick points. Not many lengthy rallies, but you wouldn't expect it out there with Arta up in the front. That hasn't really been this Chargers team style of play. They get in and they get out, good or bad.
Hard serve by Arta. That's a good catch and return by Rock. Arta on the backhand.
Oh,
that
so
took off.
high.
That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. 5 points for Ikeda and Rock. Possible set point.
And Ikeda not known for his shot making off the rebote, more of a right-sided player, so Arta just tries to blast it as far as he can, get Ikeda to lay something up, and again, just sent that a little too high, gave it a little extra, and up in that overhead screen, ended up giving the point away instead.
Fault, underserved. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Barb on the backhand, low and hard to the inside, and Rock is there. Arta midcourt takes it on the forehand. Cortada, read by Ikeda and stopped. Here's the backhand, caught by Arta. Excellent catch by Rock deep in the backcourt. Arta midcourt, backhand. Rock's there again, beautiful catch. Backhand to the inside. Barba's there. Ikeda from the forehand. Cortada will score. Point and set for Ikeda and Rock. They win the first set 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Yeah, I love that shot from Ikeda. Cortada to the inside. A little softer than, he could have thrown it.
And again, does not throw many shots, but that is, it's not the 2-wall kill shot. It's not the carom, but Cortada, that's a shot.
It still counts. Still counts as a shot here for our stats, and very effective.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You see Ikeda getting some good feedback there from Amigarena, who was out earlier playing singles. Bueno there, who's... It's a quiet chat with Rock. I can tell you're about to wow us with a stat. You have that look.
Not going to wow you with anything, though. I was just checking it out here. Arta in Division 5 is actually top 10 on the roster in terms of his total kills per match, averaging over 4 per match. But all that's pretty much left side. The costados, the 2 walls, the splitters, some drop shots and doubles we've seen. And Ikeda is just a completely different player. And these matchups are always fun to watch. A guy who's all right side in Ikeda and a guy who's pretty much all left side in Arta. Who's going to strike first and what type of shot are they going to throw? And that's really the key.
Very good
Arta mixed it up there late. Chargers retook the lead after a slow start, but then Ikeda got it back, put the ball to the inside. A couple cortadas there late and ended in their favor. And Ikeda on the season averaging, what's he down to, just 2 kills per match in Division 5. So, when you have the advantage like that in terms of kills, you would say that you got to give the advantage to the Chargers in this particular match, but you also have to factor in the out of throw rate, and the catching in the backcourt too. Great catching by Rock, much higher in the stats than El Barba is in this division, and that's a big part of it too. Need the necessary support to allow Arta to throw his shots up there in the front. Did it for part of that set. Weren't able to do it the whole set. See what they do here to begin set number 2.
We are ready to begin our second set. Arta will have the serve for the Chargers. Arta serves. We begin with Ikeda taking the serve, throwing the cortada. It scores. First point of the second set goes to Ikeda and Rock of the Cyclones. Ikeda has a serve.
Picture perfect combination there by Ikeda. It's the serve to his right side. Gets it off quickly, too.
That was a hard serve, too.
Yeah, doesn't allow Arta time to get back on the inside to make a play. Caught it, got it off, and able to get that second bounce. So well done.
Arta now going to grab the serve. Ball is tipped. That's 2 points for Ikeda and Rock. Ikeda serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Again, we've talked about it before. We've talked about it with Arta when he's been player of the day before. He's the first to admit when he gets in his head, he needs to get pulled back out.
Yeah. And that one coming right to him, I mean, it looked like he just tried to get that to the costado before he had the ball secured in his basket, which is awfully common, especially down a set and down a point in this set, too.
El Barba on the backhand. That ball's tipped in the backcourt. First point for Arta and El Barba. Arta will take over the serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what Ikeda is reaching up high above his head. He's telling Rock, if you're reaching like that, that ball's coming out. So you don't need to be a hero. Make that play up over your head because that's very difficult to control.
Good catch by Rock on the forehand. Arta from the 8 line. Powerful backhand, beautifully caught by Rock. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Arta on the Robote. Ikeda moves in to take it on the forehand. Sends it back. Robote left side. By El Barba to the outside. Ikeda moves out. Karam scores.
Got him.
3 points for Ikeda and Rock here in the second set. Ikeda has a serve. Smart play by Ikeda. You know, again, you said it earlier, we don't see a lot of shots from Ikeda. When we do, they're on the forehand.
Right, and
but
honestly,
throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what he did there.
he's been way more aggressive today than we've ever seen. I mean, even these Karams, the Cortadas, I mean, he's throwing these balls with intent to score.
100%.
And instead of just rallying and trying to catch one more ball than his opponent. I mean, if you get out there and try to catch one more than Arta, he might snap a 2-all before he get another opportunity.
Backhand by El Barba, powerfully thrown. Robote for Ikeda. He lays it up. Arta's there. Rock on the forehand at the 10 line. Forehand played back. Arta comes to the backcourt to make the play. Light touch. Ikeda from the 7 line. Arta calls for the Robote. Ikeda on the bounce. Low and hard to the inside. Arta's there. Beautiful catch. Powerful backhand. Beautiful catch. Now by Rock. Robote forehand. Ikeda calls for it. That's a tricky Robote. Big bounce brought down by Arta. Arta's costado 2-all. Lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Arta. Arta and El Barba with 2 points. Arta has a serve.
Yeah, you know, and if you're Arta here, you don't have to throw all these 2-alls. I mean, you can just throw costados to the inside and force Rock to beat you there in the back. Just keep going inside, 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 and eventually, you know, Ikeda might get a little desperate, trying to get back in there and make a mistake. But
That was a pretty one, though.
that was a good 2-all. Ikeda's ready for it. See what comes out next.
Hard serve by Arta is caught by Rock. Arta goes up to make the catch. Cortada juggled, then dropped. 3-3. Arta serves for the Chargers.
That was coming in low, and it stayed low.
He
as it
threw
crossed
this
the
so
sidewall.
hard.
Look at how he drops down, kind of a sidearm. Ikeda had it in the basket, and as he brings
That's what
it
we
up,
talk about with control. You
Yeah.
see how far back he tried to cradle that, but it just wasn't happening. Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Three here in the second set. Rock from the forehand, high and hard to the front wall. Robote by Arta from the backcourt. Here's Ikeda from the 8 line. Excellent catch by El Barba. Fine catch now by Rock. Here's the backhand. A little bit of traffic there. Costado faked. Rock moves midcourt to make the catch. El Barba on the backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Rock is there. Here's the backhand. El Barba from the 10 line. Powerful forehand. Arta, beautiful catch at the 8 line, pulling it off the side wall. Hard backhand. Ikeda makes a save. El Barba on the bounce, on the forehand. Excellent catch by Rock at the 13 line. El Barba, another fine catch. Beautiful backhand, and Rock is there. Ikeda on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Arta. Backhand to the outside is in and scores.
Ooh, I gave it wrong. Yeah, and Arta here with that backhand 2-all Ikeda. I mean, he took 2 steps to the inside before he recognized the outside placement there. And Ikeda was doing so well. He was killing the points. He was ending them quickly. And now he's gotten back to his old play. Just rally to the inside. Arta's been the aggressor, and that's when the Chargers have gone on their run. Got to keep your foot on the gas. Just because you throw 2 good shots doesn't mean the match is even close to over. Oh.
4-4. That ball hit the pad. It is 4-4. Ikeda serves.
Yeah. 4-4 there. There was some discussion. That is not a reviewable call. The only calls that are reviewable are the boundary line calls. So there was some question. The referees discussed and definitely caught a little bit of the pad. So ended up with the right call there in the end.
As long as they discuss it and get it right. That's the important thing.
They're allowed to do that. Yeah.
Here's a backhand by El Barba. Rock is there. Backhand from the 11 line. That clears the overhead screen. Robote, forehand by Arta. Ikeda alone for the Robote, puts it inside. And it scores. That is 5 points for Ikeda and Rock. This is possible set, possible match point.
And that's why I'm always in such high praise of guys like Urbieta, Goenaga, a lot of these Renegades that put a name on every ball. Just because you think your opponent knows what you're thinking.
And communication is key.
Hey, just say it. One word. Yours, mine, I got, go, something.
Let it go.
You just can't let that happen at a spot like this. It's a tough break. See how they respond, though.
El Barba on the catch. There's the backhand. A powerful backhand thrown by El Barba. Ikeda, beautiful catch by Arta. Arta, powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Ikeda for the Robote. Lower and harder. El Barba's there. From the 12 line, forehand. Ikeda makes the catch at the 7. Outside placement is out of play. 5-5, so this is possible set point for Arta and El Barba. Possible match point for Ikeda and Rock.
He sold it well. Everything was telling him he was going inside. He had the space, and he threw it about 15 feet out. I mean, that was way out of play.
Rock gets in there, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Arta from midcourt. Cortada.
What a good
perfectly
one.
thrown
Wow.
and scoring. We're going to a 3rd set. Arta and El Barba take the 2nd set 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. 3rd and final set coming up. Just 2 minutes.
What a throw there by Arta to end
Tremendous.
it. I mean, the Chargers, after they went down 5-4, just couldn't believe that type of error, but they respond with 2 great points and just a spectacular shot there by Arta. That's kind of, he went for it. It either
100%.
hits the pad, it scores for you, or it scores for the other team, and it scored for each Chargers a chance to win this match now into a 3rd set.
Once again, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton here in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 3rd of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. We're in the break between the 2nd And third and final set here in this match. Back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets to prepare for matches. Elbarba just quietly focusing on that play. See Ikeda. Nice play to the inside. This is the 2-all. Yeah, beautiful 2-all executed by Arta. Just opened up right in front of Ikeda.
Cortada here, crossing low. Again, he got it, but couldn't control it.
Arta threw it hard. Beautiful scoop by Arta here. Backhand to the outside. He had come out just before the last 2 minutes were up and practiced a few of those. I mean, he's going back out on the court right now at 22 seconds to go, but I don't know. But he had practiced that backhand to the outside. So I was curious to see if he was going to break it out. He did. Yeah. So, our first third set match of the game day.
Yeah, and oddly enough, I mean, this is the exact same score through the first 2 sets the last time these two teams played. Ikeda and Rock won the first set 6-4. Then Arta and Elbarba won set 2 6-5. The first match this season, Arta and Elbarba won the third set 6-2. We'll see what happens here in the rematch. Third set, ready to begin.
Ikeda serves. Our third set has begun. Here's Elbarba on the backhand. What a catch by Rock. Backhand clips the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of the decisive third set goes to the Chargers, Arta and Elbarba. Arta serves.
A tough catch there by Rock. I mean, just made a beautiful play right along the side wall, but never controlled it in the basket. Sent it up high. Yeah. Get the Chargers that first point. They haven't been ahead really early in any set.
Another excellent serve by Arta. There's the backhand by Rock. Robote coming out. Way out. Forehand Robote by Arta. That one's dropping.
Tough one. Not going to make it.
Robote falls short. 2 points for Arta and Elbarba of the Chargers. Arta serves.
And that's what happens sometimes. Ikeda's very aggressive. He likes to call off his backcourter pretty early, but sometimes it can just die back there. And if Rock is out of position and he totally steps away from it,
that's exactly what happened there.
You know, it could just die and you have no chance to continue that rally. I mean, great effort by Ikeda, but not going to make it.
Excellent catch by Rock. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote for Arta. Arta, forehand Robote. Ikeda. Forehand Robote is missed at the 9 line. 3 quick points here for Arta and Elbarba. Arta has a serve.
And 5 points in a row dating back to that last set. I mean, you have to remember the Cyclones had 2 chances to close out the match. And now the Chargers are up 3-0 in set number 3. This has gotten away from them quickly.
Ikeda goes for the serve on the forehand. Cortada ripped and stopped. And a beautiful catch by Arta. Rock, fine catch, hard throw to the inside, and Elbarba's there. Ikeda down low, backhand from the 7 line. Deep to the backcourt, Elbarba from the 12. Arta makes the catch in the air, dropped it on the swing. There'll be no shutout in the third set. Ikeda and Rock get the point and the serve.
There really haven't been a ton of opportunities for Arta on that costado. And that was maybe his best one. I mean, running up on it, right to his left side. Just couldn't bring it in. A huge break. I mean, Arta's looking at making it 4-0 if he makes that catch, and instead it's back to 3-1. So
we'll see if the Cyclones are able to do anything with this.
Got to make their run here.
Elbarba on the backhand. Ikeda takes the ball midcourt, backhand. That ball is tipped by Arta at the 9 line. That's 2 points for Ikeda and Rock. Ikeda has a serve, clearly within Arta's ability to catch. He's made more difficult catches than that. But that one just reached in. Right off the frame of the cesta. If you can touch it, you can catch it, usually. Excellent catch by Elbarba off the serve by Ikeda. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're all tied up 3-3 in the third set. Ikeda has a serve.
There's been some pretty significant swings. High volatility match here. I mean,
Oh,
I
it's
feel like
tense.
one team has control, the other team comes right back. Next team goes up by 2. The lead's gone before you know it. I mean, every set, it's kind of been this way. You really thought the team that got out to a lead was going to take control, and the other team just comes right back. Great action, though.
Elbarba with a good catch. Here's the backhand. Caught by Rock. Rock on the backhand, powerfully. Robote for Arta. High to the front wall, caught in the air by Ikeda. Ikeda sends it back. Elbarba's there. Down low, Ikeda makes the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Elbarba deep in the backcourt. What a catch by Ikeda. Great control, hard forehand to pass, and it scores. That was a tremendous play by Ikeda, both on the catch and the throw. They lead 4-3. Yeah, so...
Impressed with the control, too.
Yeah, because he's reaching way out there, and that ball has a tendency to bounce. So this ball, don't believe that was a backhand 2-wall, just... Yeah, this ball has a real habit of bobbling in that cesta, and he caught that beautifully. And presence of mind enough to get it past Arta.
You saw the ball moving around in the basket. That maintained contact with the
that's
base of the basket.
exactly.
It rolls in there as it does pretty much every point.
Backhand by Elbarba. Rock from the forehand. Lays it up. Arta's there. Scoop by Ikeda. Ikeda hard to the inside. Elbarba with a clutch catch. Here's Ikeda midcourt. Forehand, powerfully thrown. Arta's there from the 9 line. Backhand, low and hard. Ikeda calls for the rebote, saves the rebote. Arta picks it off at the 6 line, fakes it. Rock was there. He was not able to make the catch on the forehand. 4-4 is the score. Arta has the serve.
All match long, it's been 2-all after 2-all or something to the outside. The first time with the drop shot, look at Ikeda. Totally faked out. And Rock got there, but you see, just not in position to make that catch. He was moving a little too quickly, out of control there, charging from the back.
Excellent catch by Rock off a hard serve by Arta. Rebote coming out to Arta. Rock on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Elbarba, great catch at the 12. Ikeda has it on the forehand at the 8. Sends it back. Robote dropping, saved by Arta. Ikeda with a hop, makes the catch. Back to the inside, hard throw. Robote save, falls short.
Not gonna make it.
Ikeda and Rock have 5 points, possible match point for the Cyclones. This could just as easily go to 5-5 as the last set did. I mean, what a match. Or can Ikeda and Rock finish it off here?
At least 30 points again. There's been a handful of 30-point matches already, and we're in what, the 13th game day of the year. So, yeah, got a ways to go here in this regular season. Parity, that's the word of the year. Been
Parity.
a lot of it, you know?
Parity, that's what we're looking for. Powerful backhand by Elbarba, goes to the outside. Ikeda, forehand rebote, throws it hard. Elbarba somehow comes up with that catch. Ikeda with control from the forehand, outside placement, stopped by Arta. Hard throw by Arta, stopped in the backcourt by Rock. Rock lays it up safely. Arta makes the catch. Here's Rock from the 9 line. Forehand laid up. Arta's there. Ikeda calls for the rebote, sends it to the backcourt. Rebote for Arta. Missed on the rebote play. Tremendous match played by all 4 players. Point set and match to Ikeda and Rock, winning it in the 3rd set, 6-4.
Look at that, 31 points played out of a possible 33. And the Cyclones needed all of them to get on the board. Their first win of the game day. 2 singles matches, 1 doubles match left on the game day. Iturbide going out there. He'll take on Inaki in the second division.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Game day score reflecting that win there a few moments ago by the Cyclones. Their first. The Chargers still with 2. They lead. We're going to hear from our winning team, Ikeda and Rock. First win of the Winter 25 season. There they are. Congratulations, guys, Ikeda and Rock. What a match there, and some significant highs and lows. I mean, you're up 5-4 in that second set. You lose 5 straight points, and you see yourself down 3-0 in the third set. I see Ikeda shaking his head. How do you guys stay in it when it goes like that?
Well, I think I'm going to ask.
Oh, we just keep on talking to each other, making sure that we're staying level-headed and trying not to get too much amped up on in the heat of the set or for each point. And I mean, that's what we were. That's why we finally got our first victory right there. The first couple of times we've been amped up and fighting each other, fighting ourselves instead of working with each other.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. A great performance. Congratulations on that first win, and good luck the rest of the game day today.
Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. Also, if anybody out there wants to actually come out here and join and be part of this program, hit up our program.
All right, coming up next, second division singles. Iturbide goes up against Inaki. Inaki's debut in the second division of singles. He's played his entire career up in Division 1 previously. Iturbide so far 2-0, undefeated to begin Inter 25. There's the serve by Iturbide. We begin match number 4. High hard throw into the corner. Rabote forehand, laid up. Blasted to the inside. Good scoop by Iturbide. 2-wall shot, and it scores. High energy first point goes the way of Iturbide of the Chargers.
Inaki looked just slightly off his footing when he made that catch on the right side. Returned it hard to the inside. Iturbide was right there. Great catch, right in his sweet spot. Snapped the 2-all to score. Well done.
Inaki just beyond the 11 line, clears the overhead screen. Rabote 2-wall. Oh, not enough. Inaki's got this one. Fires it to the inside, dropping. That'll score. Inaki ties it 1-1.
Inaki a little bit higher on the return there. This is actually a very interesting match as far as the skills of the individual players. Inaki in practice has been doing really well with these 2-walls. We'll see if he breaks them out.
Hard backhand there by Iturbide. Rabote. The inside, scooped up. Tostado, 2-wall. That's too wide. Inaki with 2 points.
Iturbide going for the 2-wall there, and the ball never dropped. Basically just came high off of the side wall, went to the front wall, and just stayed high the entire time. See, it's when you try to explain that, not just an announcer, you try to explain that just even sitting in the audience. The nuance and specificities of how to make these balls go where you want them to go is just so tough.
Rabote dug out by Iturbide. Inaki looking for it. Makes the catch up of the 7 and passes. Here's the Robote forehand, high to the inside, past Inaki. He waits for it and makes the save. Iturbide attacking. He tipped it up there in the front court. That's 3 points for Inaki now.
Yeah, no question. Iturbide, I think he was already making the throw as he was just winding up to send that straight out, but have to make the catch first. I mean, it seems to go without saying, and certainly not said cynically from the announcer's booth. It's just a very fast sport.
Catch by Iturbide. He goes deep past Inaki. Robote comes shooting out. Inaki lays it up. Catch by Iturbide up at the 7. He blasts this one. Inaki waiting for it. Makes a save. Cut off by Iturbide. Another backhand. Stopped by Inaki up overhead. Robote forehand. Played to the inside. Caught low there by Inaki. Backhand. Stopped up overhead. Catch on the inside there by Inaki. Backhand from the 10. Right in the corner. Iturbide gets there before it. Crosses that side wall. 2-wall shot. Stopped on the outside. Iturbide whips it above the pad. Oh, what a scoop there by Inaki. No look. One hand keeps it going. 2-wall Robote. Not enough. Inaki from the outside. Low and hard. And that'll score. What a point. Well earned there by Inaki. He takes a 4-1 lead.
We've been talking about Inaki coming back from 2 seasons of injury and illness that had kept him out, and in the practices this season, he has absolutely been on fire in doubles. It's an entirely different Inaki, much like we saw 3 years ago. Much more aggressive with the shots. And again, you better believe he knew exactly where he was throwing that ball, trying to keep it out of reach of Iturbide. That's what he was able to do there.
Catch up overhead there by Iturbide. Big backhand. Robote forehand. Saved to the inside by Inaki. Cut off by Iturbide. 2-wall opens and scores. That's 2 points now for Iturbide.
When Iturbide's on, I mean, he'll just throw 2-wall after 2-wall after 2-wall. It's just punishing, and that's Inaki knows that's part of his responsibility, is to keep the ball away from that weapon. If Iturbide catches that ball comfortably on the left side, he's up there in front of the 8 line, he can snap a lethal 2-wall.
Catch by Inaki, right on the numbers. Big backhand follows. Dropped in the corner. Iturbide saves the Robote. Catch low by Inaki. Inside placement. Ooh, not enough. What a catch there by Iturbide. Inaki goes deep. Iturbide backpedals into position, fires it up at the 7. Inaki turns to look for the Robote. He drops it inside. Right back to Iturbide. Outside placement. That's good. It scores. 3 points for Iturbide.
Always want the judges to consult if there's even a question.
Yeah. And those line calls, a lot easier for the back judge, too, sometimes, because they're in position and on the line, and the front judge sometimes is backing up out of the way. So the back judge was adamant, and they talked it out, and good process, nonetheless.
100%. Get it right.
Robote to the inside, picked off the wall. Here's Inaki. Iturbide stands in, saves the Robote. Back to the left side of Inaki. Fires it again, wall to wall. Iturbide all the way up at the 6, keeps it inside. Inaki puts it along the wall. Iturbide steps in, 2-wall. That's too low. Caught the pad, and any part of the pad is bad. 5 points and a possible set point for Inaki.
Iturbide caught the pad. I put the bad before the pad on that one. I usually don't make that mistake, but look.
Happens.
It was bound to happen sooner or later. Possible set point here for Inaki.
Backhand to the inside. Caught up overhead there by Inaki. From the 10, he goes deep. Iturbide, high off the front wall, cutting to the inside. Inaki turns a 2-wall off the rebote and ends the set. What a shot, 6-3, 2 minutes. Come back and play, set number 2.
So we finish our first set there with Inaki and the Cyclones. 6-3 victory. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. This is our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. We're playing Battle Court Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m. Some replays from that first set. Beautiful catch here by Iturbide. 2-all. Opens up wide and scores. Beautifully executed. Inaki on the catch. Inaki for the 2-all. Doesn't open up. Iturbide catches it on the forehand. Puts it inside, but what a catch by Inaki. Again, Inaki remains in control at this point, low and hard. Ball landing very much in. That was an example of what Andrew was talking about before. You saw the mark go on the floor, and you saw the backcourt judge firmly indicating that that was in.
There's Inaki. Quite the start this season for Inaki. No more than one loss in any one of his doubles teams. I mean, he and Manu 2-1. Inaki and Migarena 4-1. His first singles performance, first singles opportunity here in Division 2, and so far so good. Took that first set pretty handily. A nice shot to finish it off. Iturbide, though, he's dangerous in sets 2 and 3. See if he gets going. He will begin with the serve. There's a serve. We begin set 2 with a great catch by Inaki back in the corner. Iturbide keeps it on the left side. Catch off the side wall. Inaki goes deep. Iturbide up at the 7, fires it up the middle. Cut off by Inaki. This one crossing inside. It's tipped and scoring. Inaki on the board first here in set 2.
What a great serve to start things off by Iturbide. Served it deep. Hit the service box just before the 7 line. Went right to the corner, and Inaki made a spectacular catch. See the serve right there. Look at that bounce. Crossing the wall above the 12 line. Yeah, and Inaki, presence of mind. Take that ball off the sidewall. That's just beautiful.
Big backhand there. Past Inaki, up at the 7 line, in position to save the rebote. Iturbide, same spot, even harder throw. This comes shooting back out on the wall. Inaki, that caught the rail, and that's out of play.
When the ball is coming off the back wall in the rebote, the speed with which it's coming off the back wall is going to set the pace. You see some players, they're able to generate a lot of power off of that. Some players basically just use the cesta and accept the pace that the ball is coming with just to get it back up there. In that case, Inaki was just trying to get the ball up to the front wall. Sailed into the overhead screen.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Yeah, Iturbide is sticking with a traditional highlight serve, which is a single serve, which is deep in the box and right and high to that corner. But basically, the idea being is if I trap my opponent in the corner on the serve, what's he going to do? He's not going to throw a shot from back there. So
catch there by Inaki. Ooh, that backhand opened up. Iturbide stays with it. Returns a fall down 2-wall. That'll score. My, oh my, what a shot That's a 2-1 lead now for Iturbide.
Beautifully executed by Iturbide. Presence of mind to get to the ball and then make the shot. Really well done.
Backhand into the corner. Robote forehand laid up by Iturbide. Dropping at Inaki's feet. He picks it up. Scooped up by Iturbide. Backhand to the inside. Inaki lays it up. Iturbide high scoop. What control there. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. Not opening up enough. Iturbide opens for the carom. That scores. What a throw. It's a 3-1 lead for Iturbide.
Iturbide's ability to throw 2-alls from the left side and the right side that open up. What do we mean by open up? They hit the side wall, then they hit the front wall, then they're hitting the floor very close to the front wall. You'll see this here. Look at where this ball cuts out. It's about the 3 line. It's already headed out to the screen. That's what we mean by opening up. When the ball moves to the outside, well out of reach of the guy trying to catch it.
Big bouncing serve. Inaki on the hop, pulls it in. Left side, he goes deep. Kicking off the back wall, Robote. What a save there by Iturbide. Sends it a long way. Inaki plays it back inside.
Beautiful catch.
What a catch right off the side wall. Here's Inaki. Strong backhand again. Robote left side laid up. Big bounce. Inaki gets in there to control it. Strong backhand. Robote forehand, that's coming out a long way. Clears the overhead screen. Inaki to the inside, right back to Iturbide. Oh, he hooked it. Inaki's got a chance. He scoops it. The carom follows, and it opens to score. What a combination. That's 2 points now for Inaki.
Inaki makes a fantastic catch. I mean, that scoop was high on his forehand. You see, Inaki's just kind of trapped. Look at this scoop. Higher the scoop, the more difficult it is. And then a carom out of reach of Iturbide to score. So well done.
Back to the inside, kicking up and out. Inaki, he gets out there. Nice Robote. Clears the overhead screen, sent back out to the 7 line. There's Iturbide. Inaki runs under it. Strong backhand, that's coming out. Robote left side, turn to the inside by Inaki. Iturbide gets in there, nice catch. Robote again, this one even closer to the wall. Iturbide, great control up high on the left side. Inaki. Spinning save, Iturbide attacking again, straight inside, that'll score. Leads back to 2, Iturbide serving.
Iturbide in control of that point the majority of the time. Inaki's defensive game was spot on during this point. He's down on the floor, he's up. Iturbide makes the catch, winds up. He's been throwing 2 balls, puts this back right along the inside wall to score. Beautifully done.
Inaki floats that one out of reach. Robote forehand. What a throw there by Iturbide. Inaki on the inside makes the save. Right in the Chula that died. It scores. 3 points for Inaki.
When the ball hits that spot right there in between the floor and the back wall, that crack tends to die either Chula or chick-chack. In this case, you see it just dropping in there, not coming out. We saw that earlier in the doubles match with Ikeda and Rock. Rock let it go, and that's what, in essence, what it did. Not a straight-up Chula where the ball dies and there's nothing on it. That's where the ball hits that crack and it just rolls out. Very rarely see that. But Chula-like.
to the inside. Here's Inaki. He's coming way out up at the 5 line. Iturbide tracks it down, turns it. Inaki now scrambling. He lays it up past Iturbide. And Robote saves from the 9 line, cut off in the air. Inaki opens for the carom. It scores. 4-4 is the score, and Inaki serves.
That carom is just spot on beautiful, executed by Inaki. Just carom thrown from the forehand into the sidewall, cuts out to the front wall, hits the floor, inbounds, of course. Just so beautifully executed there by Inaki.
Catch on the inside there by Iturbide, goes deep. Inaki, Robote to pass. Iturbide in position from the 9 line, turns it back inside, scooped up by Inaki. Shooting out again, quick turn, oh, tough scoop. That's missed. Iturbide steps out ahead 5-4. He has a possible set point.
And Iturbide here has been spot on with his serve.
What a big backhand there. Iturbide settles at the 8, puts it inside, cut off. Here's Inaki out of the 8, big backhand. That's right on the numbers.
Wall,
it's missed by Iturbide. We are at 5-5. Possible match point here for Inaki. This is set point for Iturbide to take this to a 3rd set.
Both Iturbide and Inaki have played fantastic. Look at the backhand here by Inaki, coming out on the wall, literally on the wall. When we say on the wall, that's what we're talking about.
Catch by Iturbide, hard backhand. Inaki thought about it, now wants to get out there. Robote hooked above the pad. Iturbide just got there before the second bounce. Big backhand coming out, Inaki at the 6. Turns it inside, Iturbide now looking for it. He saves it at the feet of Inaki. There's a scoop.
Wow.
Right in the corner again, Iturbide to the inside. Inaki with a chance, makes the catch. 2-wall, thrown to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Inaki wins it in straight set, 6-3, 6-5. And the Cyclones tie up this game day. Chargers won the first 2, Cyclones won the next 2, and Inaki ties things up with that straight set victory in his first appearance in Division 2. Up next, we'll move over to 5th Division singles. Gala will take on Bueno. We'll see a replay, though, before we depart. Tough scoop there by Inaki.
That scoop was everything there.
Robote here, and then he makes the catch. Iturbide hesitated, and the 2 walls by him.
With the match on the line, he threw the shot.
Game day score all tied up 2-2. Through our first 4 matches. Gallo and Bueno coming up next. Winner of that one will secure at least a tie for their team in the game day. Boy, a lot of close game days. We said at the beginning of the broadcast, there's been 4 win-losses in game days, 8 game days that have resulted in a tie. The Chargers and Cyclones, first time they played, that was won by the Chargers. Second time they played, won by the Chargers. So 2 of those 3 game days, 2 of the 4 game days that have resulted in a win have come with this matchup.
A lot of balance across Battle Court.
Yeah. Cyclones are battling back at Inaki, one of the big stars in this Winter 25 season. It's his first win in singles. Here he is, Inaki of the Cyclones. Been a great start for you in doubles, but your first opportunity in singles. How are you feeling about the opportunity to showcase those skills all alone out there for the first time this year?
I feel good, a little bit tired. I knew that it's going to be a tough match against David. It's my first singles this season, but so good beginning, happy for the win.
Well, Inaki, good luck the rest of the way. Your team on this game day as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, 5th Division singles, Gallo and Bueno just a couple seconds away from getting that match started. Gallo this season 0-2 in Division 5. In just his second season in the league, Bueno has been frozen in this division for a couple years. So far, 1-0. Gallo will have the serve. Bueno to receive. Game day tied 2-2. Head into match number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match. Gallo will have the serve for the Chargers. Gallo serves. We begin. Bueno from the forehand. Back to the outside. Taking on the forehand of Gallo. Rebote left side. Bueno now from the 8 line on the right side. Backhand by Gallo. He keeps it to the inside. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, low and hard, and scoring for Bueno. Bueno, with the Cyclones first up on the board here. In our next match, Bueno has the serve.
Bueno got to move Gallo around here in singles. That's where it, Bueno's had most success playing against a guy like this. You got to throw shots, move him around. Gallo likes to stand there back in the corner where he's most comfortable.
That serve stays low and scores 2 points for Bueno.
Serve crossing low, stayed low. Again, right at the ankles. You try to bring that one in, it's a little more difficult.
Here's the backhand by Gallo, powerfully thrown to the inside. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Gallo on the catch, backhand. Bueno, tip ball at the 10 line. Gallo's on the board with a point and the serve. So as far as court familiarity, obviously Bueno's had experience since 2019. Gallo in his second season. Rebote forehand is saved by Gallo. Here's Bueno. Forehand played to pass. Rebote, that's the rebound off the back wall. 2-all by Gallo. 2-all attempt, hit the pad. The pad is bad, 3 points for Bueno of the Cyclones. Bueno serves.
Well, Gallo's talked to us about the number of shots he has. He has an opportunity now up in the front court with El Barba in Division 6 to showcase a couple more of those, and now's the time to do it. Break it out in singles. A little more court, you can score a little bit easier on those shots. And again, that one, if it hits, probably ties things up.
Here's a backhand by Gallo to the inside. Rebote, forehand. Gallo makes the catch. Bueno, great catch on the left side. Backhand to pass. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Too high, that hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4 points for Bueno of the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, I mean, Gallo had an opportunity there on the outside from the forehand and just threw it right to Bueno. I mean, didn't even have to move. Got to put that ball, if you throw it to him, put it on the floor at least. Force him to scoop it up as opposed to making that catch in the air. But again, cross the side wall, throw it hard, and get a carambola. That's so tough to control.
Beautiful catch by Gallo off a good serve by Bueno. Bueno for the rebote. Plays it to the outside. That's out. 2 points for Gallo of the Chargers. He has the serve.
You're not quite in position to save those rebotes, and you're a little late. You push it to the outside just like that.
Ball over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's a backhand by Bueno to the inside. Rebote forehand. Bueno from the 8 line. Gallo's there. Powerful backhand by Gallo. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Low to the inside. Gallo's there on the scoop. Backhand 2-all. Scooped up on the forehand of Bueno. Karam by Bueno will score. 5 point for Bueno. Possible set point.
Well, mixing it up nicely there. I mean, he had the opportunity with Gallo trapped a little bit to the inside. Throw that, Karam. Opened up nicely and got Bueno that 5th point. Possible set point.
Here's a backhand by Gallo. Rotate forehand by Bueno to the inside. Gallo's there. Powerful backhand again. Rotate forehand. Gallo makes the catch. Sidearm Karam is out. That is point and set for Bueno, winning the first set 6-2. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set rather. So Bueno looking solid there in that set. Gallo really not able to make anything happen.
See some replays here.
Backhand 2-all, again, that ball's way in. Bueno returns a Karam that scores. Again, Gallo stutter step to the inside. Looked like he thought that Bueno might be going to the inside. Bueno cracked off a Karam that scored well. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage on the side of the Cyclones. Some congratulations there for the first set.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers here. I mean, Gallo actually outpacing Bueno in terms of kills per match in this division, but that's really not Bueno's game. I mean, he's not known for the shot making in this group. He's from the camp of just catch one more ball than his opponent. A player that's been frozen in this division for the last couple seasons. He's very consistent, one of the best catchers, and really doesn't play a whole lot outside of his, his strengths. Plays his game, and it's really worked out for him. A great season last year. I believe, what was that, undefeated season last year for Bueno in Division 5? Well, yeah, undefeated 5-0, and then going over here to Gallo. You mentioned, Stu, just his second season playing here in Battle Court. Had a pretty good start last year in singles. I mean, in Division 5 in his first season ever, he was 3-2. I mean, I don't know how many guys have come out plus 500 in their first season of singles.
Yeah, trying to transition to the court and having some success doing it. That's impressive.
Different story so far this season, though. I mean, and the improvement of these guys in Division 5. I mean, Cabrera's throwing a bunch of shots. Bueno is as solid as ever. I mean, Bradley's had a good start to this year. So, I mean, across the board, these guys continue to improve, and just not easy. Not as easy as you think sometimes to get those wins. Bueno 6-2 in the first set. See what he's got here coming out for set number 2. Gallo will begin that set with the serve.
We're ready to begin our next set. Gallo has a serve for the Chargers. Good hard serve by Gallo. Here's a backhand by Bueno. It passes. Rebote, hooked. First point of the second set goes to Bueno of the Cyclones. He serves.
And frustration here looming early for Gallo. I mean, trying to get that rebote and just hooked it right into the pad. Not the way you want to start off the set after a particularly slow start in set number 1.
Here's a backhand by Gallo. Rebote, forehand. Big backhand by Gallo. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall played by Bueno. Gallo takes it on the bounce. Back to the inside he goes. Rebote saved by Bueno. Just gets it up to the front wall. Here's Gallo stepping at the 7 line. Powerful throw. Back to the corner. 2-all.
Oh,
perfectly executed by Bueno to score. Bueno leads 2-0 in the second set. He serves.
And just when you think you got Bueno trapped there in the corner, he comes out and shoots a just a gorgeous two-all.
That was impressive. I mean, that was really, really impressive. Gallo really fired that ball into the corner. Powerful backhand by Gallo. Rebote forehand by Bueno to the inside. Here's Gallo winding up. 2-all does not open. Stopped by Bueno. 2-all by Bueno does. 3 points for Bueno of the Cyclones. He serves.
And Gallo just kind of shooting himself in the foot with some of these shot attempts. I mean, he's going for it. It's either he's going to score one or Bueno's going to get a perfect opportunity to score one right back at him. And that's 3 opportunities, 3 points for Bueno to begin set number 2.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
And the thing, too, with getting trapped to the inside, it puts no pressure on the throw for your opponent. I mean, they don't. All they got to do is clip the side wall, and it's going to open up out of reach.
Powerful forehand by Gallo. That really took off. Rebote kicks out to the 8 line. Saved by Bueno. He passes. Rebote left side by Gallo just above the pad. Bueno's there. Bueno to the inside. Gallo's there. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Saved by Bueno. Here's Gallo.
Oh, he's all
2-all
over
attempt. Bueno is out there. Bueno passes to the inside with a light touch. That will score. 4 points for Bueno. He serves. Gallo really seemed lost.
Yeah. A little indecisive on that throw, too. I mean, it wasn't a natural 2-all, kind of a...
And also the way that Bueno threw it over his head.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to duff, and it actually came out a bit.
It did.
Gallo down low makes the catch. There's the backhand. Took off. Hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points for Bueno. This is possible match point.
Looking to extend that winning streak dating back to last season.
Gallo, outside placement attempt is wide. Second set is a shutout. 6-0. Bueno takes it in straight sets. 6-2, 6-0.
Dominant comeback and victory there for Bueno. The Cyclones now take the lead on the game day, heading into our final match. That'll be top division doubles. Zuleika and Ubia take on Inaki and Manu. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
what an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another man. Three in a row, and the Cyclones jump out ahead. They've secured at least a tie. And the first 2 game days between these teams resulted in Chargers win, so the Cyclones going to change that up. Just a matter if they win the game day or will the Chargers tie it up. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from Bueno, winner of that singles match. Bueno now 2-0 this season, and actually winner of 9 in a row dating back to season 5. What do you attribute that success to the most in your singles game?
Honestly, God, man, it's a blessing to be able to play the game, man. You know, a couple people know that from the practices that I've been dealing with, you know, an injury. It's not really an injury, but just some pain, you know. So it's just a blessing to be able to go out there and play, and I attribute it all to the blessing, the man that gave me the blessings, the creator, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, Bueno. Great stuff for you again. Congratulations on another win. See what happens in this finale. Thank you.
Thank you.
One match left, Zuleika and Ubia going up against Inaki and Manu. So right now, Cyclones lead the game day, 3 wins to 2. Zuleika and Ubia stepping out there for the Chargers, hoping to tie up the game day. Inaki and Manu, if they win, it will secure the win for their team and pick up a full point in our standings. Zulaika and Ubia 2-2 to begin this regular season. Inaki and Manu 2-1. That only loss came to the Zulaika and Ubia team last time they played. Ready to go with our final match. Chargers, Zulaika and Ubia will have the serve. There's a serve by Zulaika. Our final match is underway. Inaki picks it, drop shot, and he gets his team on the board quickly there. First point to the Cyclones.
It's an aggressive style of play from Inaki. Once again, that's what we saw when he first started in Battle Court. Picks this serve and a drop shot, perfectly executed. Taking its second bounce there, where? Just after the 3 line, but before the 4.
Serve gets by Zulaika. Here's Ubia from the back. Hard to the inside, dropping low. Manu gets there. Forehand Bote stopped on the left side of Manu. There's the backhand. Dropping on the inside. Ubia picks it off the wall. It's right on the numbers and scoring for the Cyclones. 2 in a row for Inaki Manu.
Ubia's catching has been much better throughout this entire season, but those balls on the sidewall are tough for anybody to catch. We saw Manu having a difficult time with it earlier today.
Backhand. What a catch by Manu up overhead. Keeps it along the side wall. Ubia lets it come out. Zulaika lays it up. Backhand from the 10. Trying to pass Ubia. Steps back. Makes the catch. Hard throw. A little too hard. That's up and in the overhead screen. Out of play. 3 straight for the Cyclones.
Ubia with all the power in the world. Just let it go. Just really rifled it high on the front wall and kicked up.
Robote left side, played to the inside. Zulaika looking for it. Great catch as he crashed into the side wall. Big backhand follows Inaki now. Tough Robote save, cut off overhead. Here's Zulaika. Big backhand again. Robote forehand. Played up the middle, right back to Ubia. Ubia runs around this one. Hard throw to the inside. There's Manu. Tough catch there by Ubia along the sidewall backhand. Dropping low, right to Manu again. Oh, tough play. Manu sends it right in the backcourt. Ubia standing there back at the 13. Manu takes it off the wall again, comes out a little bit lower. Zulaika goes up, leaping grab, hard backhand. Not past Manu though. Zulaika strong backhand again. Manu settles back beyond the 13. Will kick off the sidewall. Zulaika into the costado. Inside placement, scooped up by Inaki. Catch by Manu, just beyond the 11 line. Puts it back inside. Ubia reaching down low, makes the play. Tough catch on the numbers again. High, hard backhand. That one's coming out. Robote forehand. Cut off by Ubia. Ubia back beyond the 13. Strong throw. Manu thought about it. Lets it come out. Inaki back there, left side of Robote save. Ubia powers another one. Inaki. Robote to the inside. Caught right off the side wall. There's the backhand. Inaki steps in. Ubia now back at the 12. Low runner inside. Manu Great positioning. Hard throw. Ubia's got it. Floated up along the wall. Ubia back at the 12 line. Puts it inside. Manu runs under it. Pass both Chargers. Robote forehand. Power up the middle. Caught on the left side of Manu. Another backhand. Catch by Ubia now. Manu from the 11. Hard throw. Ubia lets it pass. Zulaika able to make the Robote save. Inaki into the drop shot again. First bounce and the second to score. That's 4 straight for the Cyclones. Inaki and Manu.
Inaki's killer instinct, that ability just to throw it where your opponent's not with these kill shots, again, has been spot on, both singles and doubles. He sees Zulaika going to the outside. Got to cover the outside. You saw Inaki throw on the 2 walls earlier. Just drops it in the inside. Doesn't flirt with the pad. Again, beautifully executed drop shot.
Manu from the 12 line. What a leaping grab there by Zulaika. Puts it right back in the corner. Manu stands in. Catch off the sidewall. Ubia now just beyond the 11. Strong backhand, clears, takes Inaki up to the 5 line. Sends it a long way up overhead of both Chargers. Zulaika to the inside. There's a scoop by Manu. Catch by Ubia from the left side. Low runner. That's dropping. Manu gets up to it. Backhand for the 9. Catch by Ubia now. Ubia now from the 12. Roll out of reach of Manu. Inaki's got to get in there. Nice Robote again. Past both Chargers. Zulaika to the outside.
That's nice. Wow.
That's snapped in to score. What a shot by Zulaika. That gets the Chargers their first point of the match.
Not overthrown. That's perfectly thrown. Robote coming out. Zulaika there. Foot on the 7 line. Outside placement. Look at this. That is just perfectly executed to score.
What a catch there by Manu as it crossed the sidewall. Ubia now. To the inside. Manu ducks out of the way. Inaki left side of Robote, a little clip. Zulaika on the forehand. Whips it inside. Oh, what a catch right off the sidewall. Inaki settles at the 6, drops it inside. What a catch there by Zulaika. Big backhand follows. Manu reaches in to cut it off. That's coming out, shooting off the back wall. Inaki back up the middle. Here's Ubia from the left side. Low runner Manu steps around it. He scoops it up. Our backhand now. Ubia keeps it on the left. Ubia from the left side, 11 line. Back inside, Manu gets up to it. This one dropping, Ubia steps up. Robote forehand, nice throw right on the numbers. Ubia let it come out, and Zulaika has to make the save. Back up the corner, Inaki into the Costado, 2 wall, 2 low. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points now for the Chargers.
Inaki's shots have been spot on, but sometimes when you feel that you're under pressure to throw the shot, either because the point's been going on and you want to make something happen, or you feel that you have it. Don't know what the case was there. But Inaki was spot on earlier with those shots. That one just caught the pad.
Outside serve, Manu. Backhand. Low bullet inside. Ubia, what a scoop right along the sidewall. Backhand comes shooting off the back wall. Inaki turns it right back to Ubia. Backhand.
Great catch.
Inaki now reaching low to cut it off. Ubia from the 11 out. Powerful throw right on the numbers. Manu, spectacular control. What a catch there in the backcourt. Manu steps up. He's got it at the 10 line. This one dropping. Ubia calls for Zulaika. Turns it quickly to the inside. Manu gets up to it. Hard backhand. Clearing the overhead screen. Zulaika up at the 4. Back to the inside. What a catch off the sidewall by Manu. Ubia tipped it. 5 points and a possible set point For the Cyclones, Inaki Manu.
That was just a tremendous catch, an even better throw by Manu. Stepped up, made a fantastic catch, just blasted it back to the inside.
Backhand inside, cut off low there by Manu. Backhand. Stop by Ubia. Catch along the sidewall, Ubia. This one dropping, Manu steps up. Zulaika's rebote, that's been a long way. Launched up back to the 5 line. Inaki stands in to turn it. Ubia makes the catch. Manu will bullet inside on the wall, picked
Beautiful
off
catch.
by Ubia. Strong backhand follows Manu, not gonna let him pass though. Drops it along the wall on the return. Zulaika in position, saves the rebote. Inaki, nice save of his own, cut off in the air by Ubia, backhand above the pad. What a catch by Manu again. Zulaika goes up, keeps the pressure on, strong throw from the 9 line all the way out to the 6. Inaki just drops it inside, cut off by Ubia. Inaki's rebote inside, step Zulaika, 2-wall, not enough. Inaki from the outside, whips it above the pad. What a catch, but that was juggling. Point and set. Inaki and Manu take it 6-2. I'm back 2 minutes and play our second set.
That catch was almost so good you wanted you wanted him to make it. I mean, that ball came flying off the sidewall, but that's one of the things that we talk about, is that with every surface that this ball touches, the spin changes ever so slightly. And we've been seeing Ubia making catch after catch after catch, and that one just next to an impossible catch, just spinning in his cesta. But Inaki spot on with these drop shots. Again, taking it second bounce before the 4 line. That's what you want that drop shot to do.
Drop shot inside there. Ooh, almost got to it.
Exactly.
Right along the side wall. You know, any bit off the wall, Zulaika probably gets there, but placement.
Outside placement of the forehand
Speaking of
rebote by
placement,
Zulaika. I mean, look at that. That is just, that's picture perfect. Inaki was out there, just not far enough out there. Zulaika 2-all, beautiful, but look, Inaki, make the stop. That contact with the screen, that incidental contact's fine. That's the catch that, yeah, you would have liked to have seen him complete. Just a phenomenal catch, but it was bobbled.
Ubia putting his hand up and nodding his head that he agreed with the judge.
Well, that's the fortunate thing. That's why we have judges and players. And even if he doesn't agree with the judge, which we occasionally see here, you know? We occasionally see disagreement with the judges.
Yeah, but yeah.
The judge's call is final.
Cyclones, what a comeback here. We'll take another look here. Oh, yeah. That's a great look.
That's a juggle. And that's why when we explain, and he turned it over quickly. I mean, you really had to slow that down, almost stop it to see the juggle. But it's losing contact with the surface of the inside of the cesta. It can roll. It can roll up the sides. It could roll on the it could roll anywhere inside that basket. It just can't lose contact with the surface of the cesta. I heard a whistle, which means it's time to begin our second set.
We are ready to begin set 2.
Inaki's still tying into his cesta up there in the service box. And we're ready to begin our second set.
There's a serve. We begin with an underserve. First fault Second serve coming up.
It was a powerful serve by Zuleika. Once again, that serve has to land between the 4 and 7 line.
That serve takes Manu to the outside, low bullet. Ubia standing in, so he saves it just above the pad. Inaki inside placement, right back to him. That's tipped. Inaki Manu strike first here in set 2.
So Inaki and Ubia, old friends there. That look that you saw from Ubia was just more, hey man, what'd you blast the ball at me for? I'm trying to win. That's the answer.
Catch there by Ubia, backhand. Picked off overhead by Manu. From the 12 line, he goes deep. Ubia makes the catch. Rebote forehand, played to the inside. Ubia keeps it on the left, backhand. On the numbers, stopped by Inaki. Rebote coming up the middle. Manu reaches out, makes the stop, fires it low and hard. Ubia gets in there on the right side, comes out over the top. Dropping on the floor, it's tipped. Chargers get their first point to tie it up.
Yeah, Ubia's come out here in the second set, firing a little extra vinegar. It's just a little harder.
Oh, what a stop by Manu as it crossed the sidewall backhand. Stop by Ubia. Rebote forehand. Ubia keeps that one on the left. Another backhand, crossing the wall. Manu stands in. Manu back at the 13 line, hard throw. That's dropping. Ubia gets up to it from the 11 line. Goes deep. Inaki saves the rebote to the outside.
Beautiful
High scoop by Zuleika, the carom. Not enough. Here's Inaki from the outside. That splits them, and it scores.
Inaki has read Zuleika's 2-all attempts perfectly. Has gotten out there. That forehand outside placement of the rebote was just perfect earlier, but see beautiful scoop here by Zuleika. He throws a carom. Inaki just steps right out, makes the catch. Really good play by Inaki.
Strong backhand. Caught overhead by Manu. Controls it in the corner. Gets it off in time. Catch by Ubia now. Backed up to the glass. Puts it along the wall. Manu steps up. Backhand 2-wall. Inaki all over it. Makes the stop. Whips it inside. Low and hard. Ubia calls him off. He makes a pretty good save on that rebote. Ubia now. High off the front wall. Right back to Manu. Makes the catch. Low bullet in the corner. Stopped up overhead by Ubia.
Beautiful
catch along the sidewall. Passes easily. Zuleika up at the 5 line, turns it off his footing to pass. Inaki now scrambling, he makes the save. Slows it down with a big bouncer. Ubia controls it, puts it inside. Manu elects to play the rebote, puts it on the wall. Ubia makes a great catch, coming down with the ball. Rebote save again, right to Zuleika. Zuleika drop shot. Both Cyclones there. Inaki comes away with it to the outside. The Philo scores. 3-1 lead for the Cyclones. And man, has he been throwing that well the last couple of game days.
Inaki's playing fearless. Playing absolutely fearless. Spot on catching. He has this on the costado. He winds up. He knows Zuleika's out there. Beautifully done by Inaki.
Ubia whips it to the inside. Manu steps around it, saves the rebote. What a scoop by Zuleika. 2-wall, that's too low. 4-1 advantage.
He threw one that caught the pad, but trying to change the pace of play here. Give the Chargers some momentum. That just wasn't happening on that shot. Inaki was out there.
Oh, Zulaika picks it. What a throw there on the left side, all the way back to the 4-line. Inaki turns it. Ubia makes a catch. Fires it above the pad, right back to Manu. There's a backhand. Ubia stands in. Manu now over the 10 line. Blasts this one. Ubia, another good catch. Hard backhand. Stepped along the sidewall, Manu. Now elevates this one. Passes. Robote forehand. Caught off the sidewall. Manu goes deep again. Early call for Zulaika. He saves the Robote. 3-wall play. Right to Inaki in the middle of the court. He puts it back inside. There's a scoop by Ubia. Hard throw. Clean miss. Robote not made. 2 points for the Chargers.
Have to be able to see the ball in order to be able to catch it or return it. That ball was coming 1,000 miles an hour up that wall. Miss in the, I mean, just right around Manu Sesta. He just pulled it out of the way. Inaki just hoping he doesn't get hit, and he did, unfortunately.
Awful serve. Manu takes it off the sidewall, backhand. Here's Ubia. Ubia sends it deep. Robote played up at the 5-line to the inside. Chargers scrambling. Quick turn there by Zulaika. Catch on the forehand of Inaki. Karam is out. That's 3 points for the Chargers.
Don't know that Inaki didn't feel that he was under some pressure.
Yes.
Zulaika was moving to the outside, so you try to throw it a little extra special. Have it open up just a bit more.
Serve comes right up the middle of the service box. Manu, left side, puts it right on the wall. What a tough catch made by Ubia. Rifles it back to Manu. To the inside, there's Zulaika now. Manu makes the catch. Hard backhand. Ubia calls for Zulaika to take it. He stops at the 5, rips it inside. Manu gets up to it. Backhand. Another long Robote. Zulaika turns it inside, sends it deep. Inaki all alone. He has to make the save. Ubia up at the 9, low bullet. Inaki stands in, makes a tough catch, backhand. Ubia in position to make that play.
Look at Inaki.
What a catch by Inaki up there in the front court. Backhand, kicks up and out. Robote forehand, pump to the inside. Manu running around it. He lays it up to the inside. Picked up on the bounce by Ubia now. Catch low by Manu. Backhand from the 11 line. Floated inside. Ubia gets there. Zulaika, inside placement. Manu steps up, makes the catch. Hard backhand above the pad. There's Ubia now. Oh, that's tipped along the side wall. 4-4 is the score, and the Chargers serve.
Zulaika and Ubia have done a phenomenal job of coming back here in this second set. Manu and Inaki have kept the pressure on throughout. But Ubia just throwing BBs. I mean, this ball is on the wall the whole way. Manu as good as anyone else at pulling the ball off the side wall, but you see, like so many other games, a game of inches.
New hard left side again. Ubia reaches in, comes out on the left side. Manu makes a catch. Backhand. There's Ubia. Manu back beyond the 13 line, puts it inside. Ubia takes it off the wall. Another backhand just above the pad. Manu. Oh my, what a catch back in the corner. Wow. Oh, and that ball was juggled and dropped by Ubia. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point here for Inaki Manu of the Cyclones.
That catch by Manu again, just, I mean, Ubia blasts it just low and hard.
Look
He's
at
very
this.
good at doing it just above the pad. Look at where this ball bounces. That's coming like a bullet
It's
into the
crossing
corner.
beyond the 13. How do you catch that?
Yeah, just phenomenal.
Oh boy. The pace in this match is extraordinary, and these low backhands, these some of the fastest we've ever seen. Ubia really winds that one up above Inaki's head. Manu has to dig it out. He makes a save. Zuleika has it in the middle of the court. Fires it inside. Manu steps around it. What a rebote save up above his head. Ubia got to get there. He does. Fires it inside again. Manu. What a scoop on the left side. Backhand. Oh, look at Zuleika. Comes flying in with a one-handed catch. But he settled back down. Ubia back on the inside. Pulls it off the wall. Strong throw. He's coming way out. Inaki up at the 4 line, turns it inside. Ubia tipped it. Point set, and a hard fought match going the way of the Cyclones. They win it and win the game day, 4-2. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show coming up just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karam Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the win.
Point set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Game day win for the Cyclones, and their last opportunity, they defeat the Chargers 4-2. We have Inaki, our player of the day over in the DraftKings Players Gauge, a complete performance, winning in singles and doubles today. Going to ask you about that last doubles match. Can you describe the pace of that match? I mean, it seemed like it was some of the hardest we've ever seen these guys throw, but what is it like when you're actually out there competing in a match like that?
All the games in Division 1 are tough. I don't know what to say. We and La Duce, they throw the ball like the hardest on the roster. So yeah, I was watching the ball passing like planes, bullet, boom, boom, on the wall, you know. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you, I mean, what do you choose and what types of balls do you choose to get in there when the ball is moving like that? Or do you just let Manu handle most of the play there in the back?
I mean, the communication is very important, right?
Yeah.
If I have the ball, I catch. If not, let him play. If he say me aire, go aire. You know, communication. That's all.
Absolutely.
Inaki, we know, so besides the money, because I know it always gets back to the money, there is the prize money, but besides the prize money, you came off of a year of just first injury and then illness. This year, so far, you've been playing fantastic. The shots are landing perfectly. You're playing very aggressively. Is it just you're feeling better and you feel more confident, or what's behind how good you've been playing now for weeks?
I mean, there is a lot of job outside of the court, a lot of exercise, massages, everything, you know. It's not only what you see or what we see in the court, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I feel comfortable. That's it.
Fantastic.
Awesome,
You've been playing fantastic. We hope it continues. Congratulations, Inaki.
So keep doing what you're doing and keep cashing those checks. We'll see you next
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Inaki.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our player of the day for today. Let's continue on with some of those replays and recap the action we saw back behind us between the Chargers and Cyclones, starting a heavy singles day in the third division, Ubia against Amigarena.
So when we say classically trained backcourters, we mean that these guys have been playing backcourt for years and years and years, not here at Magic City. So they've been playing on a longer court, and it's basically a different skill set. It involves more power and not as many shots. So playing singles on a smaller court calls for more shots and a lot more movement around the court, and some backcourters are able to adjust to it like Manu. Other backcourters, you know, continue their defensive game. Backcourt is primarily a defensive position. In this case, Ubia just basically stuck with his game, caught one more than Amigarena. Amigarena tried to change his game up a little bit more aggressive with some shots that just didn't work out for him.
Then that brought us over here, match 2, Zuleika against Manu, this top singles match.
Yeah, no, the Chargers got off to a fantastic, absolutely fantastic start today. That first match, then Zuleika was able to take Manu out in straight sets. Aggressive play from Zuleika. Again, believe he brought out a new cesta, so a couple balls went a little high, but just spot on. Throwing the ball where Manu was not. That carom there, perfect example.
Yeah, he leads the roster and we're all battle court and total kills and finishes it off. You guessed it, with the carom for the win. Then 1 of 2 doubles matches on the day. 5th division matchup here. Arta and Albarba against Ikeda and Rock.
I don't know. Every now and then, you can, you know, there's a tension.
Sure,
it's competitive tension, you know, but there's a tension that gets kind of kicked up. And this one went to a third set, went to 5-5. Barba had problems catching. Then he didn't have problems catching. Then he caught everything and was returning balls powerfully from the left side. Arta did not get into a position where he started snapping those 2 walls like we had seen before, but I forget, was this 5-5 in the third set or 5-4 in the third set?
Not this one. That was the other doubles match. Right?
Okay. No.
The other singles match.
Yeah, that was the singles match. Regardless, the Cyclones were able to come back there.
No, I'm sorry, Stu. I don't know what I'm saying. You were right. Don't let me, you know.
No.
You were right. You had that stat. No, that was a 30-point match.
See, folks, I so rarely go to stats and just focus on play that I threw Andrew off.
I got
that was all part of the plan. It's actually written on my mirror back at home.
You were totally right.
Before I left the house today. That brought us back to singles and some fantastic play by Inaki. Skill set between Inaki and, if Inaki's at 100% or close to 100%, give him the nod as far as court experience and skill set on this particular court. Ichibide has been doing fantastic as far as his kill shots are concerned. So Inaki had his work cut out for him. But again, you know, Inaki went through an entire year where illness and injury basically had him down. Couldn't tell that today in singles or doubles. He was so aggressive, making some fantastic catches, and the kill shots were working for him.
And then the 2-all there to end it.
Beautiful. Just beautifully executed.
And up next, the finale.
You
Inaki
said it. I
Manu.
mean, the ball was moving by the end of the second set. The ball was moving so fast. I mean, Ubia, he throws bullets. I mean, he throws absolute bullets. So does Manu.
Yeah, don't see it as often from Manu, but we know the power's there, and they were going throw for throw. That ball was absolutely flying off the back wall, as Inaki described. Great sequence here. But in the end, just too much of this Cyclones team. I mean, you have the defense with Inaki and Manu, and you also have the offense that's starting to come back around for Inaki. This is going to be a tough team all season long in Division One.
No question about it.
That ball tipped, giving the Cyclones the win in that match, and a 4-2 game day win overall. So as we said, that was the third and final time those two teams played in the regular season. The first two matchups, the Chargers won. This final matchup won by the Cyclones. So let's take a look and see what that point does for the Cyclones in our season-long standings, because they're going to move up a little bit, all the way up into at least a tie for second place. You got three teams, Renegades, Fireballs, and Cyclones, all tied. The Chargers stay put up there with 4 points. And then right now, it's pretty clear those are the top four. Devils and Warriors would be outside the playoffs if they started today. But again, every team will play full 15 game days. And then at that point, we'll see who's got the top 4 points, and those teams will play off into May. Tomorrow, we'll be back with the Warriors and Devils. First time these two teams competing this season. Get started in Division II doubles. Douglas and Julian take on Jairo and Benny. Matchup of the brothers there to get it started. Then Alex and Bradley take on the undefeated Nicholas and Kubala, coming in at 4-0, looking to extend that win streak. Then Julian, 2-0, he takes on Ferronda. Julian's won, he said, 11 in a row in Division 4, so put that streak on the line. Then Douglas will take on Nicholas, Division 1. Then Alex and Manny go up against Ferronda and Benny, Division 3 doubles. And we close it out with a dandy in Division 6 do some undefeated teams. Cray and Bradley going up against CRB and Kubala, both teams at 3-0. Should be a fun way to close out the game day. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. for the Warriors and Devils. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.